that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting 6s. How will he reply?
Pinged off the bat.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
See you later. 24 in a row. Let's party some more. This is outstanding cricket.
And another one. It's raining 6s now.
Roy has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Nice bowling.
That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late. Very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad, and they got through quickly.
Too good. That is huge.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Track. Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high, and long for 6.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right, and launched it. One for the textbook.
Afridi, 2 full and gets punished for it. Great shot for 4 more.
Well, they're giving the bowler no way to get back into the contest. Consecutive 6s and now a 4. Fabulous batting.
Middled that one. Great timing. Finds the fielder with that shot. Right out of the middle of the bat.
Beautiful slower ball, no contact at all. That was just too good. Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads though, not the bats. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Leach, it's plenty from these bowlers.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hits. Fantastic.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Massive outside edge. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
A few moves made in the field.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Off the pads and takes the aerial route fine of the fielder in the deep.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. How will the bowler respond?
Gone. Caught.
Salt looks calm in the middle, ready to face his first ball. Once in, can certainly play some lovely shots around the ground.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Super shot that. Could be close.
Nice and easy there to get off the mark.
Huge. That has flown.
Well, that was a slower ball that didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Oh, that's gone a mile. That could go out of the ground. Get the fielders into the crowd. 2 on the trot.
Jumped all over the slower ball. Only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it.
Ali has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
That was a slower delivery. Played too early and straight through to the keeper.
Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Ali over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. 6 last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Brilliant shot there.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Shot, should be runs here.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play. Shah with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
That is quite extraordinary. Roy, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
That was a really well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it early and it was dispatched with ease.
Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
And out. Straightforward catch by the wicketkeeper.
Sen, the new batter in, but won't be facing just yet.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here. He's got their tail up.
Lovely bowling.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly. Lucky to survive.
Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep.
Afridi, the new batter, right-hander, will look to settle in quickly. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Rocks onto the back foot, and that is just beautiful. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Nice shot. Runs possible.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. Some adjustments to the field. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Big opportunity missed. A terrible delivery that was begging to be hit.
Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Khan, the spinner, coming into the attack. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, that was a big hit. Incredible power, just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but still it goes for 6. Well, they've faced one ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
Oh, well, don't even bother running.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Edged, unplayable. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Oh, my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Khan shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
A bit of a change-up in the field now. Might look to go big again here.
Crack! Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Everyone's gone up. Misses everything.
Yes, nice bowling.
That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late. Very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever.
No. Terrible shot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Went for the drive. Complete miss. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Salmon with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Too much room and got what it deserved.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Lovely shot, got back quickly and finds the gap.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Sen is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Great shot.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Sen has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Gone. Gully with an easy catch.
Mullen in the middle. They want to get the feet moving from the get-go.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
That was a solid shot. Really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter. And a great shot off the back foot.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Off the middle of the bat.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. How will he reply?
Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Afridi goes again. That's a huge hit. It's going way, way into the stands.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going. Consecutive sixes. Bowler needs to hit the mark.
Massive edge. Misses everyone, and that's racing away. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Oh, great shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Crap. It's another massive maximum. 2 in a row. Bowler under pressure now.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
And that's out. Fielder at deep extra cover takes a regulation catch.
Jack's just about ready to go out in the middle.
Caught. Good work from the keeper. And out. 2 wickets. 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now.
Porter, the right-handed batter, out in the middle, doing some quick final checks.
The hat-trick ball. This is the worst time to be coming out to the middle. Nicked it. Everyone's gone up. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
shot. Should be runs here.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Salmon coming back into the attack has done well so far. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Out! Caught!
Archer, the new man in, right-hander, coming in down the order this match.
Oh my word, that is huge! Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Helped on its way, really, pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way. How will the bowler respond?
Edged, unplayable. Could be close. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
That spun a long way. Very, very lucky to miss it, if I'm being totally honest. I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Perfectly timed.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
But it drops safely. What a superb delivery. Too good. Just didn't know where it was going and knocked him over.
Curran, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
Power and precision in that shot.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end. Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Punched off the back foot and beats the infield. More runs on offer here.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Nice shot, pierces the infield.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Nice shot, runs possible. Shot, at least two on offer.
trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Driven through cover, just the one. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
Curran watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Massive outside edge.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Wassim, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Leading edge, but safe. Batter turned their hands a little too early on that, it seemed. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Straight to the fielder. Shot, should be runs here. Chance to run 2.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Nicely played. Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Going with spin now. Afridi coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Misses everything. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads. That's a boundary save for sure.
I'm surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
No, terrible shot.
That was a slower delivery. Played too early and straight through to the keeper.
Oh, great shot.
Jumped all over the slower ball. Only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it.
Afridi shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Goes again. This one's even better than the last. 2 maximums in a row.
Well, that was a slower ball that didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot. Might look to go big again here.
Oh my, that's stuck. What a catch.